game
Yo,
college football
MoMoney,
fans
welcome.
love because
Be
they
sure
don't
to
have
comment
to
on this
wait for
video,
the
like and
weekend for
subscribe
this
for Mo.
Conference
That's
USA
our sponsor,
showdown.
MoMoney Media
As
Merch.
we've seen,
Cop
the
that
Alabama Crimson
merch.
Tide.
Link in the description.
Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real.
Can you please take the headphones off? I'm not going to be here. Please. The time I came back in here, he was crying. And you're not supposed to have a baby cry like that. So I will appreciate if you take the headphones off. He's already sugar like so.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs. They're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking the play.
Say United, set easy. Say United, set easy. Set. L2 set Mo.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
Set. Tom and me. Set. Rooster. Set. Set Mo.
He's looking to throw. Got his man.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
No.
He's looking to throw it. Back open in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's right on
No,
target.
not like this.
Oh, it's out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
He wants to throw it again. A strike downfield. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? It's first down from the 37-yard line. He wants to throw. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. On first down from the 13-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's got a touchdown. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I'm all good for this offense being aggressive. Whatever. It's the first possession. You don't get the 2-point conversion. You still got a lot of time left to make up for it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best.
Off he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cherry. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. To the air. It's Rourke. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On second down, just keeps firing. He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because... wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first.
A shot toward the end zone.
Oh yeah, Neil, we need it.
It's picked off.
We don't need him. We don't need him.
And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Deep downfield.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats.
Oh, he was tired. Okay.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Set. No.
He's going to pass. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. 2nd and 10 after the previous play.
Set. Set. No.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. And now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Looking to throw it again. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun. Fires into the end zone.
Good throw, big throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
He's looking to throw. And he snatches it and comes down to the end zone for the 2. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Dropping back, it's Rourke. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. Discards a man. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
To the NFL. Let's get it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He wants to throw.
Oh, yeah.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to move it through the air.
Hey.
A full dive to hold that one in. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires on the move. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Tempo in overdrive. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that.
Big throw.
Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Makes the grab. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's just a field goal. trailing by 3 to Kansas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. False start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback will audible.
No.
He's looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play.
Set.
He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep.
Hey.
Makes the grab on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40.
Set. No.
He wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Set.
Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. That should be the final play of the first half. Looking to throw on second down.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try.
Set. No.
Snaps it in the shotgun. They're trying to get to it. Makes his connection. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a two-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse. These quarterbacks have been spinning that ball so far, but just when you think you got to drop 5 or 6 into coverage, these dual-threat QBs can burn you on the ground. I think realistically, the defense that's able to best contain one of those aspects is going to be the defense that breaks serve and finds a path to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Oh, yeah.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
NFL. Let's get it.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Scanning the field, it's Rourke. Fires to the right.
Yeah.
Oh, what a grab by the defense.
We do not need them all hooked. We don't need them all.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Set. No.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. They're bringing heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Set. No.
Looking to throw on third. He got it! And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop, quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Calls his own number.
Beat him.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Set. Up.
He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal.
Set. No.
From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield.
Oh, yeah.
Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been safe. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He'll set up to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Even close to what's supposed to happen.
Past the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Who was that?
Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's going to take that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it or pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires and picked off. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the air, it's Rourke. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's got it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10.
Man, shit, man.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A 3rd and long coming up here. Here we go. Let's get out of here with a win, Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion.
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Rourke. Unloads to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Would have killed them to kick it there. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. If I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And with that tackle, that will probably do it for this quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
We don't need it from
Oh, looks as if the defense got it. It's a country fumble, meaning there's a lot of open space, and that's what you do with it. You scoop it up and score with it. Touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here.
Yeah, we're trying to go ahead and do it. Make sure you got enough. Hold on. Make sure you got enough. 4 and 3. One more.
Alabama offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly.
Oh, yes,
Ball in the air. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Evanson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Hey.
He got it. And he will house it.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff.
Yes, I know. Oh, shoot, they took him out. I didn't. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
He stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some point.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And
it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the two.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Safe is safe.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They want to throw it. He makes a grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Snags it. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
What you say?
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Yes, Dad.
Oh
It's like
my
little
goodness.
snowflakes.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return
Oh
man.
snap! Did you get the tissue?
Huh?
Did you get the
Here
tissue?
comes that Alabama offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up
You can
giving
get
up
it
a
from
safety,
Dollar
Jesse.
General.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into
okay,
a
don't
rhythm,
worry about it.
running and throwing the football. Try to find
Don't worry
that
about it, baby.
consistency.
And try to find
There's a
something
little
positive
bit
with
of
this
tissue.
offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't
There's a
happen
little
very
bit of
often.
tissue.
Try to get some first downs together. Get
There's
some
a
good
little bit of
mojo
tissue.
going.
Coming after him. And the
got that
pressure
sack.
gets him
Top
back at the
that
8-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the returner will be brought down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Quarterback empties his backfield.
Set. No.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Out of the backfield, he's open. Tackled immediately after the catch. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
Set. No.
He's looking to throw. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Makes the catch. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or sir, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it. Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Line gets set, first down.
Yo, the guys.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Sideshow.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires to the wideout.
There we go.
Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Probably all day, technically.
Quarterback
No
checking
way.
off.
That's rare these days.
Yeah, no. So, no.
Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
This might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today.
And they got him for the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find
52
a way to win.
points in the fourth quarter?
Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this
most of you were scored in the fourth?
You've got to like what you just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been
Resume,
another...
resume?
Shit on Indeed.
Yeah.
My shit,
Yep.
Bogus.
Like it's about that time.
Man.
Man, indeed. Gotta be the greatest thing ever created.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the easiest way. It's the easiest lick. Like, you can lie for real.
Listen, might as well lie. Fuck is you talking about?
I'm a PhD of everything. Fuck you
Of
talking about.
everything on this bitch. Fuck you to my hand. I press a button and apply. Fuck you to my
Man. So why do you think you're a good fit for this position? You didn't see my resume? I got every degree. What do you mean, why am I a good fit? Come on, hire me right now.
Hell no, I'm a good fit for everything. For sure. That's exactly what I'm gonna do on this bitch. Well, more or less what
You can drag like what you really do. Like, how do you make rapping sound crazy?
man, I'm a
word, a motivational speaker,
vocabulary expert,
linguist.
a linguist, no, bro. Vocabulary expert in linguistics. What are you talking about? Hell no.
Man, let me think. How do you make finessing sound good?
I'm a a mastermind did fucking what you call that shit
Money oriented.
right fuck damn, it's hard.
It is.
Mastermind schematic developer. Fuck is you talking about?
Schematic developer. No way.
Man. Oh man. Alright, relax.
What have you been looking at so far? What kind of jobs are you gearing towards?
So I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna get into psychology, man.
Okay, so you're looking for a psychology type of job.
Yeah, I'm looking for something so
So you
simple.
hoping to get in like with people that want to kill themselves? Kind of psychology?
Basically, it's to be honest, it's anybody with insurance. Now that I found out the scope on that shit, basically anybody that got money enough to have whatever version of health insurance that covers some shit like that type shit, you know. So hey, I'm having nightmares, like me, let's just say I'm having nightmares week in, week out, and I got insurance, and I say, hey, I need some help. And there's companies out here that are, hey, come through, hello, how you doing, why do you feel this way, blah, 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 this and that, this is what you probably should do. And then, boom, I get a check, because you're talking about, versus doing all this extra shit, man. All this other shit is kind of crazy, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this today, at least try this shit the fuck out. And it's just crazy how I just didn't even think of doing this shit. Like, I've been applying for all of these jobs with this ass resume, with these ass fucking experiences and shit, versus, you know, what I'm looking for, you know.
Yeah. You might as well go towards what you're looking for at this point.
Yeah,
There's
like
no point in
definitely.
like a dead end gas station job you're gonna get shit from.
Man.
At least someone's gonna give you some on top of the money.
Man. Alright, yeah. And they made this shit so easy, man. Like, fuck.
Extremely, like, man.
They made this shit so easy on here, and I'm sitting up here lacking type shit. Man.
They got ZipRecruiter too. I usually have them on both of the apps.
Yeah.
ZipRecruiter is a little bit different than Indeed, but you can still import your resume from Indeed over.
This shit right on Google type shit. But yeah, I'm finna get this done at least today, man. Hopefully this shit, you know, what you call that shit?
I get the bag and fumbles it.
Alright, I'm back. Damn, I didn't even know I was still on the stream. Be sure to comment on this video, like and subscribe for more.